impact and hopefully burst down. You would think Moon would be the main target for this, but still, it's going to be so hard to try and catch out one of these heroes.
It's just
10 seconds remaining.
that they've picked 4 melee here. Doesn't have like a crazy. No?
I mean, it seems like they're putting a lot into this vacuum smoke cloud wall combo, I suppose. But I mean, how successful is that going to be? Yeah.
Correctly this. That's what they're giving you for game 2 happening. Quick and early. Timing wise, this feels like a lot is predicated upon when this Riki gets his defeat.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this Legion Commander pick, it makes it always more difficult to try and farm as this melee core, because you know you can just trade very easily. If they can harass against you, you've got the counter attack that can turn things around immediately. It just makes it a very, very tough situation all around.
Funny thing that I do, by the way, when I'm into the games, to make sure that I don't like leave the overlay up forever and it's terrible, I cast the like draft off of S like preview monitor thing, and I made the scene big, and then I just tried clicking on it. I wasn't clicking.
That is a good tip, and I will remember that because I have done that a couple of times in my casting.
Yeah, it's a really easy way to make
it's
sure
a good
that you
tip,
don't
and
do
I will.
it, but still occasionally.
Yeah. Sometimes you click on the OBS screen, you know.
Good. And then something like this happens. Not great. Like this, and then you're like, oh, what's happening? Nobody saw that.
30 seconds.
I just clicked on the game capture itself and started moving around.
Oh.
Taking over that. Oh. Jay and Ice, they're up on the top side of the map here. There might be a bit of a battle for the bounty runes. Try and push back. Well, they are gonna have a tough time trying to contest for this, so they're isolating this.
I don't think so. I think they were just looking to pressure the runes, make sure they got both of them. They do have the kill potential if they were to go in completely. Is he going to be able to get off this tag team? Doesn't seem to want to go for the Jakiro at all.
Oh, it looks like they're going to try and eat the wave. I think that's the play here. Ion Shelf double of them and then just body block the whole thing. They're not going to get it though. They didn't body block. What? Okay, now the shards, and that looks like it might actually be enough to finish it off. So are they going to dive right at the start here? Or are they just...
I don't think so.
Okay.
They're just trying to secure farm in any way imaginable. What's the game plan right now for Miracle on the top side? Because he's suddenly up against 2 people. DJ wisely going up toward the side. Creeps down underneath the tier 1 tower, you would assume. Jab's harassing out as well. Yeah.
So I guess the thing about this is that it's sort of like what I was talking about last game, where Brev kind of needs to get level 3 before they can really play aggressively and think to double up that damage from the iron. Meantime, DJ is actually just roaming around because he realizes, hey, I'm not really gonna be able to kill Miracle here. Ice should have a perfectly fine time in this lane. Instead, they're gonna mess with In Your Dream. Right now, does not have any points in the waveform, and moves on top of him. Oh, there he goes. Got level 2.
Having to walk all the way back just to be able to pick up a sentry ward is another thing. You kind of cut off the supply chain, I suppose you could call it, by constantly cutting these creeps.
Trying to mess with point. I don't think that he wanted to have to take shards there. Make sure that they got that first. He does have it now, level 1 Bill, and has almost gotten level 2. It's gonna make him some extra damage from this. Trev eats up this other wave. Now he has level 3 up on that Ion Shell. See if they decide to pressure this anti-mage, or if they are just going to...
Trying to interrupt the... Doesn't look like he'll be able to, and speaking of this Tusk, he's in a bit of trouble.
Hide it out.
Having to tank up a lot of these creeps as well, so enviable position to be in.
Well, and I think that, I guess this is part of the reason that Jabs comes over right now, is to try and put the pressure on so that he doesn't get a free walk back to harass the anti. Up here topside, Ice is pushed Allison completely out of lane. This time it's Miracle who's just trying to get farm he can underneath the tower as well. Yeah, this is going to be a dangerous position for 23 Savage for a little bit. He has a salve coming out to him, but besides that, it's just one tango. Gets salved up by the Jakiro, and they eventually try and get some more pressure on Rev. But they're just gonna let him get some farm in.
He's been doing a really good job though, farming underneath the tower.
Dire's middle tower.
Know about that ward.
Got him.
Yeah, right.
At the offside, they're going on to Ice.
Done. Give him the punch. Do they have any extra follow-up? Not enough to get the...
His spell's still on cooldown, so they weren't able to get the Mango follow-up with Ice. He's gonna nuke the wave. Be careful though.
Guards. Oh, back the other direction.
Oh, Ice, styling on him.
Crazy. He's just gonna turn and get Miracle. As the rest of them are leaving, so there's nothing that they can do there. That's, man, I like this ward, but this is feeling a little bit rough right now for T1. The move that they're making is just not working. And Forev here, get the TP back towards the tower is the up.
Self-portraits.
Yeah. I'm really liking the way that Savage is farming as well. He was farming completely alone underneath the tower with all of that creep wave disruption that happened, and I didn't see him miss a single last hit. So really nicely done to be leading on the network.
And again, I'm a bit confused. Like, I thought that they were going to bring in, again, to try and pressure the AM with Forev having...
We'll remember that, because I have...
damage out from the Ion Shell, but go for it. Instead, they're just saying, okay, we're going to, you know, get what we can out of these lanes. Okay, but they're already behind all three lanes.
Behind in all three lanes, and they've left this anti-mage to completely free farm on his own. They've even got these creep waves pushing underneath the tier 1 tower, so they're going to get taken out probably before Forev can get the experience from them.
Radiant's
One of them is going to be...
has been killed.
Denied.
Second deny there as well. Might even get the third. Forces out the vacuum. The end up getting that last. Now a lot of heroes in the area. Rev, what is he gonna do? I think the answer is die. He gets the surge off. Could go for a jump in if they wanted, but not gonna opt for it. Breaking the salve. Nice.
Done. A little bit of a rotation, but yeah, at the end of the day, you've got Forev, who's still yet to hit up into his level 5, and 23 Savage a full level ahead. Like, he was neck and neck with that, still is, the mid laners at this point, because Jabs didn't need to stay in lane. His job was just to harass out Forever.
Is there seeing all this like stuff that's on the left-hand side of the screen that wasn't going away? All
What
the bounty
stuff?
runes. There was like all the bounty rune notifications and everything are, like piling up there on the left side.
Like, I've had it happen once, not this game.
Guards, Tusk, has a haste rune, waveform forward, take down DJ. Now they see this stack over here, but they don't really have the greatest of heroes to take it out right now. I guess Fate or something.
Yeah, still holding that last skill point. They played up towards the top side, and Ice, he's got great game sense. But, what at bottom is definitely going to assist.
Dire's
They know
middle tower is under
TPing down
attack.
towards that bot side.
They have to be careful here. Side of T1. Looks like Moon is coming to finish off. They drop down this ward, which is not quite. It's gonna Moon now. They have vision of him. Up with a stroke of fate. Don't hit that stroke of fate though onto Moon. Shards block off, but he just astral steps the other side. That's a little bit of a hard kill to get.
Yeah. Fisher DJ all of those last 3 kills though, so that's going to be really helpful for his first key items. He's rushing into the Blink Dagger. Ice again, just that great presence of mind, and plus being level 6 against a level 2 Tusk doesn't hurt.
Brev picks up shovel. Level 6. Savage still with a free game. not been pressured at all.
Are you even trying?
I don't know. I this is really scary right now. You give this game the game he can sort of take over completely,
Radiant are scanning.
or are there things that he has to be worried about in this one?
I mean, you have to be worried about a wall because it was just used to even get a single illusion, and the rest of his team, they're doing what needs to be done. They're creating a ton of space on the top side, starting to take down this tower. Miracle is forced to sit back and let it happen.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The plus side here, at least, is that, you know, talking about they have been able to get some good damage here onto the mid
Radiant's middle
tower
tower
in your dream
is
palace and
under
your
attack. Top tower
the
has
area.
fallen.
They aren't able to down yet. Ice could duel here if your dream isn't careful. He has to be real careful here. Almost pulled him in, but not quite in time. And on the top side, they take down the Jakiro. All right. One after losing the tower, able to pick up a few there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of just a consolation prize, you know.
Have get taken and have one.
I have bunting for you.
Continuing the pressure.
I really prefer this this build up to the Battle Fury, because yeah, it does slightly different styles of damage. It's less focused on creeps, more on heroes, but it means that you're less likely to be punished because you don't need that demon edge anymore. It's these smaller damage items that mean that you gradually get more of those stages of farm.
Ice has been able to avoid multiple ganks, but it looks like this one is finally going to be a bit too much for him. Chase comes in, and they get the kill. Another punish there. One. Bit of a comeback they want to make.
But they've got a tree just sitting inside the base. I wonder who they that through to. You think it's Moon on Spirit, just to make him a little bit tanky. Straight into the damage and space creation is the name of the game for him, and then the late game they're going to give that to 23 Savage.
Brev, Fissure gonna land. Is under control. Vacuum. Back in, back out. Take a couple of those ones, and it looked like there was one outpost. So very slow start to this game as we hit this 10-minute mark. Still waiting for the big, and it feels like that kind of has to favor FNATIC just because of this free farming AM.
Positioning here from Jabs on his, making sure to stand in the trees on the side. They had the Ricky standing nearby, so that's basically a guaranteed kill on position, but choosing to stay back and he's in a safe space.
That tome still a long ways away from Dagger. Gonna try and get this back eventually. Or farm eventually there for his wall. A lot of that mana away from him. It is one thing that's pretty scary is these Dark Seer illusions actually surge him in. Out.
Radiant's top tower
Does
is under
fine,
attack.
DJ. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Up on the top side. Fine Legion. Ice. Body block in a little bit. Jabs trying to slow him down. Shards. Ooh, just barely. Stroke of Fate is not going to off that kill.
Miracle. It's going. I think if he hadn't used the W on himself on Ice, he might have gone down. They're going to get a kill onto Jabs anyway.
What you
Nice.
see is
Got
what
there for
gets you.
And an 11-minute Battle Fury for Anti-Mage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That is pretty quick. That is really quick.
Radiant's top tower is
Man.
under attack.
See what he ends up doing with it.
Like they're looking to get a bit more aggression out. I'm interested to see the order that Jabs goes with his skill build, because when you're going up against a Tusk, Ice Path becomes a really nice ability because you suddenly know exactly where that snowball is going to end up, so you can set up some really nice counter plays there.
Harm ensued.
Thought about going on side against behind, ready to party. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, like, because normally you see just the points in the breath as more chase coming. They're trying to find Yokum, pull him back in on that Tusk. He's level 6. Snowball's there, but he doesn't get it off, and it's going to be a dual victory for Ice Ice Ice. Now further forward they jump. Assimilate. Not on the other side of it. Chasing Paulison. Instead now they turn. In Your Dream shows up, blows up Moon. Maybe going to be able to take down another. Ice Ice Ice. It's a really big, overwhelming odds, and there's going to be the Echo Slam to kill off Miracle. They are soul binded together. But Rev, does he have enough range to get in there? They get the kill onto Ice 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 by virtue of In Your Dream. DJ looking to TP out. Adaptive Strike broken. In Your Dream chasing. Can he kill him? Gonna be yes as they wait for him forward. No more mana. DJ throws out the enchant totem, but in the end, do they get him? It's over. Yeah, they know where he's at. They got him. They got one kill there. Paulison. Yeah. He's trying to figure out who does he want to pop. Who's he trying to kill here? Oh god, 23-7. He gets the kill on Grimstroke hiding in the trees. Oh, the game. I think that's just like running underneath the towers.
Running it down mid, you know. Ice Ice thing.
You die.
And you've got all three mid heroes just, all three heroes on, core heroes on FNATIC's side, just sitting in this mid lane, just wanting to make sure that they can take this tier 1 tower, open up a lot more of the map for themselves. It just speaks to the confidence that they have, right? They created a ton of space on the top side. Yeah, Jabs probably could have gotten away with not dying there, but at the end of the day, it's all for the benefit of this anti-mage who's going to start scaling at a higher rate than what T1's heroes can.
It's the looming threat that I think you've got on this anti-mage. The other thing that I will say that this is the same thing that Frev did last game with his Darkseer, was going for be a quick little vacuum use there. Going for the pipe first instead of what we've seen a lot of other heroes doing, a lot of our Darkseers doing, going for the Helm of the Dominator. Opting for that more team fight oriented item, magic damage that they've got.
Yeah, and maybe noticing it in the previous engagement, or at least that they were close with the items that they were building up into. Jabs just sitting on the bot side, using his macro pyre purely to push out waves. I see way too many players just holding on to it and expecting to use it in a big way in a team fight, but it has so much impact to just be able to, as a POS 5, safely secure your team an extra 30 seconds on the map.
Nice. It's a way to, one of the strongest parts of this hero. Slow it down, that push down by one extra wave. Tower is still alive because of that, and it means that there's not another movement coming from for another probably at least 20 seconds or so, which gives time for FNATIC to push out the rest of those waves. Very, very important. Yeah, I also wanted to mention Anti-Mage getting like some of the best items possible. He actually had the Aquila in his inventory, and then he ended up dropping it, I guess, and picking up the Vampire Fangs instead. And now he's got a Vambrace, so he's gonna switch that one out. The flurry of different types of items, but he's ending on the Vambrace. All good news for the AM.
In Your Dream might walk into a vulnerable position.
Moon instead is the one that's in a vulnerable position. He's gonna drop. They get that kill. Wait for DJ. That was not a good enough Echo Slam. And in the meantime, In Your Dream switches into the hero, tries to find himself an opening. 23-7 jumps in, almost takes down Paulison. They will be able to get another kill onto Jabs, but AM gets out as well as Ice Ice Ice.
I mean, you can play around this AM as much as you want, but if your mid player is getting picked off before the fight can even begin, then you're not giving yourselves all that much hope.
I mean, this is normally, I think, the role that Moon tries to play, which is like that aggressive, get in there, create chaos type of hero. But in this game in particular, as they get the duel off, I don't know if this is actually going to work. Moon trying to make it happen. In Your Dream pulled back in, but he got the switch off in the straight foot, and now the wall dropped down onto one. T1. They're gonna take down DJ to start this fight off, and
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
again, just a little bit over aggressive by FNATIC, and T1 reacting perfectly. You know exactly what they need to do. Moon, he's caught off the other side of the trees, finds him. Chase down. Do they have enough for the kill? Yes, indeedy duty. Miracle with the triple kill.
They know exactly what's going to be beneficial to them. Picking up the ultimate orb. It's Manta style as well, coming out towards 23 Savage here. He needs to be careful that it doesn't get sniped by any of these heroes that might have been staying. And Dream is down on no mana, but that mana's gone. A lot of the damage is also reduced on 23 Savage's end.
You know, we've been talking about this anti-mage free farming, but he really hasn't been able to do all that much in these fights, which is, I mean, what you'd expect. It sort of has that feeling where if the next couple of minutes are going to be super key for who ends up winning this game. If 23 Savage can continue to farm unabated, you're probably going to end up with a very close game going on. But if he dies once in the next several minutes, and he's underneath the ward right now, things could go south so quickly, and they're going to know where he's at next. Most likely, they're going to be able to anticipate his movement.
Under attack.
It's like T1 are going to group together and go for a smoke pick-off play.
Yeah, they've got a bottom lane completely pushed in though, so he could be completely free just to TP down there. On the flip side though, now that he's got this Manta style... Oh.
Dude, look at this. Miracle, he pings it out. He knows exactly where he was going to go. They have an idea. They see him over here. Jump in, Diffusal Blade. They've got him caught. The Manta trying to live. Is it going to be enough? No. Dude, Miracle read that pretty. That was like, I don't know, Fox up smash on a roll. It was beautiful.
Is under attack.
I got that reference. Don't worry about it.
So everybody cool.
Oh, they caught DJ with the vacuum. Very nice.
Oh, well done. T1 playing it pretty.
I'm more of a puff player myself though, so...
It disgusts me.
I don't rest though, I use rollouts. Very different.
Way to do it. Man, well, just like that, another freaking kill on the other side of the map. Where are all these things happening? Miracle's just an assassin. He's pissed about that last game. He wanted that win.
I mean, this is what Boom was trying to do with their lineup, right? We're going for the Ricky, but it's actually able to be executed to perfection by T1, at least thus far, you know. Anti-Mage getting picked out that one time due to the great presence of mind coming from Miracle. You know, like, if I'm an Anti-Mage, this is where I'm going to be at this stage of the game.
Absolutely. And he was absolutely right. Ice, ice, ice. Jumped upon, wanted to duel somebody. It's not going to be enough. Moon also in trouble, stunned for half his life. Dead for the other half. They find 2 more kills on cores. DJ maybe looking for an opening here. They spot out one. Get the hell out of there. And now the map feels so much smaller. Speaking of which, my God. Damn.
Aggressive. Manta style next for the build-up for In Your Dream as well. So now they've got the burst potential in case they do pick anyone out. It's a decent amount of damage as well, considering you've got the maxed out ice shards, you've got the fate that's going to be doing a ton of damage. You don't need the Ricky there to make something happen.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Second there is, they're looking. They want to find this fight. This is a little bit scary. Underneath the ward, they run into Yoko. They run to a couple more afterwards. DJ Echo Flame land onto 2. Oh, the comeback is pretty. Can they find this secondary round of fight though? It's actually not looking like it's good enough. The snowball saving and the jump away. Miracle didn't die. He got the BKB off the time. So they still end up losing 3 on T1, but they didn't lose Miracle. Oh God, the Remnant. That was so close. They almost got him. So they lose Darkseer, Tusk, and the Grimstroke in exchange for the Earthshaker.
I mean, worth, right? Like, you got off the Echo Slam and value throughout your life, and more importantly, it stops the momentum that T1 had to be able to come back into it. That 6k lead suddenly shrinks a little bit. That win probability graph starts to creep up a little bit more. Still in T1's favor quite heavily, according.
There. Oh my God, I almost pressed F9. For those of you that don't know, you can actually pause the game as a spectator, so don't do that. Really bad. They don't like it so much, these pro players. Aim for them.
I mean, you talk about question marks before. You would get a fair few of those if you did that.
Not to mention some other people. Doubt about it. All right. So 22 minutes in, it's a 5,000 gold lead for this one team. Now some of these remnants back in case the Ricky happens to be nearby. You like to see those types of plays.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Getting them?
Close eyes. Down again. They're trying to get a pick off here onto someone with the smoke coming through from 23 Savage, but he's not farming throughout all of this. And Faker, not Faker, Forev, he's positioning himself really well. They found him out though.
And they did, but the fissure kind of separating. They can't get all the damage onto him. It's enough though. Miracle shows up, tries to take down another one. In Your Dream there as well. 23 Savage as well as Moon get the TP out. But yeah, a very weird anti-mage game now. It feels like ever since he got the Manta, he's been like running around hunting and hasn't really farming that much. Still staying ahead of the morph, but it feels like he's thinking I need to be more involved as they find themselves the Jakiro.
The ideal early game, and it hasn't actually translated into anything beyond that, you know? Going up into what next? Invasion, it looks like just a... Well, no, he's going to go into the butterfly. Still about 1,000 gold away. But I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't been doing more split pushing than he has. You know, the Tier 1 tower is still standing on the bottom side of the map. He might be getting caught out again.
Is it going to happen? Jump in trouble, gets the blink out. Living life on the edge, but
for him here with Miracle, he might catch him out.
mid lane, they almost got Moon as well. He does manage to live through that. Do they have an idea? God, that would have actually caught him. Savage Yoko spots it. There. How did they know? How did they know?
It's game sense, you know? You play enough games of Dota, you think, yeah, he's probably going to be here. We've got Jabs with a very aggressive rotation just on his own. He doesn't mind if he's died too much. 6 deaths, 25 minutes isn't the worst. Just for a bit more map control.
Map T1, aggressive move
Top tower
all
is
over the
under
place.
attack.
Continuing to invade the jungle and the areas where FNATIC want to be. But FNATIC, for, you know, as much as it's 23-9, they have by and large been able to avoid some of these bad pickups. Like this one, I think you're okay with Ice dying, as it looks like he is probably going.
Top tower is under attack.
Look at what's happening on the top side while all this is happening. Like, yeah, Ice is going to die. That's a tier 2 tower going down. And even if they were going to pick him off, what does that actually translate to outside of Rosha? They're doing Rosh now. 23 Savage could keep pushing. Just going to go to the jungle. Maybe try and get one of these items.
Yeah. Top tower
I agree. It is going to try and pressure this out now. He's going to make him pay a little bit for going in and getting that Rosh. And now he knows, okay, nobody's coming for me yet. Backs out afterwards. But In Your Dream, getting the Aegis, very important part of their game plan now. He's got the Lincoln Sphere picked up as well. Ooh, that is real nice.
Might be in a...
Yeah, he might be. He might just be.
About that.
So, mine was a little full. Rev looking, pulls back in one. Ooh, get the other with the wall. Okay, down DJ.
Radiant's
cool.
tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
Thing is a
is under attack.
hard carry as well. They don't mind if it goes one, and they've given the window to be able to do that with the Aegis now secured up for him in Dream. He's nearly hitting into his so he's going to have some additional flexibility there. It's like whenever 23 Savage gets space, he goes to the jungle. The couple of times we've been watching.
I mean, that pressure up top was definitely good.
Dire are
Kind
scanning.
of do with him. Miracle spotting out Jabs. Their forward place there, but can't get into range. Get the kill as the TP completed. Meantime, also trying to make some space. He is going to bait out this illusion. Like, Brev sees him over here. Yeah, though. Ice. Caught again. Ice tap down to try and save a life. it's not going to be enough. So these next couple of minutes are just sort of all T1s to do as they please.
Having to use the macro pyre to try and save them, try and discourage them in the middle of that team fight means that it's not free to be used to farm any sort of creeps, and that 4-star so vital on this hero to be able to break the continuous combos that seem to be happening with the Ricky silence.
Then now they've got vision up on the high ground. If they think that that's a safe place, it is not. Tier 2 tower starting to drop down low. Top lane though, 23 Savage, seeing if he can take down Tier 3 tower. They drop down the wall, get an anti-mage illusion, can push it out with that, but that means no Darkseer. Back towards mid where, got him there. Quite gonna be able to get.
Power of being able to give that level of vision so that Miracle can jump in and follow. It's a powerful tool.
Take down the... I feel like we've seen this before. DJ 23 Savage move, hide out in the woods. To anybody playing FNATIC later, watch out for this area. That's where they like to hang out.
Go on the Skadi just for that survivability. He gets picked off or gets caught. He's obviously got the Titan Sliver to help him out a little bit. He's got the Manta Style, but just pure HP.
You're talking for the AM?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he still is by a pretty good margin the most farmed hero in the game.
Miracle.
Jumps on top of jabs, up, and they're away.
He still doesn't have his 4-star. Very cool to be able to pick up the telescope though. It minimizes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going in. Vacuum from the low ground. And managed to find the kill. He switched over into the Legion Commander. Has to press the attack again for another round of it. Going to take down this building. Nobody is home. Nobody is here. Nobody is stopping this complete and total destruction that's coming out. But now they found up on the top side. What? Okay. No anti-mage. In Your Dream's gonna take this building. Snowball immediately there to save if they need to. Moon gonna be punched back, and they will eventually find this kill on Jokum, it looks like. Well, 23 Savage trying to see if he can take this fight. They find one follow-up finish. Now the kill on the jabs yet again. They're keeping Forev under fire. T1 kind of in an awkward position right now. Forev is in super duper duper deep, and he's gonna be taunted and pulled back in. And Miracle is here along with In Your Dream. Okay, they're not gonna go for it.
Yeah, you felt that In Your Dream wanted to fight, considering the Aegis is about to expire in 10 seconds. So he's like, well, let's keep going. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, you forget that, well, the rest of your team doesn't have an Aegis, and so it's going to be a lot harder for them.
Yeah, and you know, talking about that, saying how he was like still a little bit behind the anti-mage, no longer. He's like right there with them now. And, well, they found themselves another. Moon trying to escape, gets the Astral Step up to the high ground. Maybe he can find a kill, gets the jump out afterwards. Very quickly out of there. Kill off Moon.
Look at this Grimstrokes items lately.
Solid. Oh man. I like that one a lot.
Green is worth nothing if you die beforehand, but
you're not wrong. Miracle is able to find a kill on the jabs. The Stealth Assassin is going to be destroyed.
Just fade away.
Moon is able to finish him off, and that is a huge streak. Can't afford to give up that kill at all.
Yeah, that's completely enormous for Moon. Now, what? He's got a full. Just started building the point.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Oh no, he does have it done.
Oh,
okay.
That's where they're.
Good old Resonant Pulse. Charge Silence. Hard to deal with. Wow, surge forward, looking up onto the high ground. Rev, I almost said Faker. Trying to find an opening. Ion Shell, silence onto 3. Do they have a way to break it? Guardian Greaves used a little prematurely there. 23 Savage gonna be leashed to himself. Can they do anything else though? It doesn't look like it. So they just back the hell out of there. So that was the Ink or the Dark Portrait rather, being used and then counterspelled back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ice Frog has way too many layers to this game. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thing's weird. I don't know. This is very strange though, right? Like after Miracle dies, kind of reassert map control as FNATIC. They forced out some big abilities there. There's no wall for another 40 seconds. Roche capable of respawning in about 40. Feels like that's probably going to be the next battleground, I would imagine.
Yeah, and you can tell with their target prioritization, you can't be going in onto this this Morphling as the main target when you're taking these team fights. It's got to be the Riki that they're focused. A lot of work. He's slippery. He's able to take out the supports continuously. It's not just one big shotgun like the Morphling has with the E-Blade and the Adaptive Strike. And then on top of that as well, he's got the Manta style, so he can just get out of any sort of silence, whereas Riki, outside of the BKB, doesn't really have any sort of big defensive items.
Should mention the jump away there from Jabs. He's finally been able to live for like a second. This guy's died 10 times so far. Sort of the life of Jakiro, but you know.
The power of the Force Staff as well. Can't be understated.
All right, bottom lane pushed in. Savage. Thought he had an Aghanim Sphere for a second, but that somebody else that was clipped on. Does have the counterspell magic resistance picked up. This Dark Portrait is super valuable if you can get it onto the AM, obviously, but after that last fight, it sort of proves how difficult that can sometimes be. Macro Pyre down, Snowball save, done there. Wanda for Rev, still living for the moment. They have Guardian Greaves, they need to pop them. Now leashed together, now the Dark Portrait throwing it out for a second. That's a lot of damage onto these guys. They got a good couple of illusions, but well, now they're dead. Wasn't that great. Now Moon ups the BKB, so too does Miracle. Chasing out of there. Can they get away in time? Paulison chased down by 23 Savage. They have another illusion now. This is a Darkseer illusion. Snowball up onto the high ground. They are going to blow them up afterwards. So dead for 90 seconds, no Grimstroke, and they managed to find that catch on Yoakum afterwards. Ice Path from long range, FNATIC, after being bullied and bum rushed over and over, take another team fight win, and they need to come up with an answer. They jump in, they've been able to find Ice. Can they blow him up in time? People are just barely get the jump away from there. In your dream train on 23 Savage. Does he have enough damage? Gonna get the surge away, jumping onto that backline. Another buyback used, this time by the Riki and the Tusk. So FNATIC winning this.
DJ is such a god, man. He's so good. Like, to be able to, throughout all of that hectic nature in front of a Roshan, when you're behind, just hold on to your Echo Slam and blink and just stay on the back lines within your little circle of sentry wards so you're not getting gone on by this Riki. And then finally, when Riki just ventures a little bit too far forward, bam, Echo Slam, blown up, and the fight's completely theirs. They're probably going to be able to take Roshan as a result if they wanted to. But looks like staying a little bit cautious, realizing how important he is to the outcome of these team fights.
Look at these last couple of minutes, like how severely of a swing this is. Like, I don't know what it is that's been the full thing that's like turned this all on its head, but FNATIC, they have looked amazing. And T1, they're just trying to hold on and not give up the Aegis now, it feels like, as they just have a 1,000 gold lead. That's it. They had to buy back on Miracle. Game is hard.
They were pinging out 23 Savage farming in the bot side, saying, well, boys, our time is now. They've got nothing to really TP to. Let's try and burst it down super quick.
They can get it in time. Him showing on that lane might come back to bite them. Overwhelming odds down in the midst of it. They're going to throw out that Remnant. Hits onto Roche. Still trying to take this down, but now AM has shown up. Moon right at the start. They've managed to find the stun. They got him for the second. Miracle, they got to pop BKB. And he's able to get into the tricks of the tree. Yoakum control, but not going to be dead as of yet. Still has a snowball available to him if they want to use it. Okay, Soul Bind now leashed onto both of these two. They're going to be able to back out. Illusion created. Sending it in and going to try and hit a couple of heroes. Still Roche very, very low. In your dream, going in, trying to finish it off. They've got him down, and BKB popped running in, trying to get into jump Aegis. Stolen by 23 Savage, but is it going to be good enough? They're all in the midst of this wall now. Jabs gets blowing the hell up. In Your Dream trying to find more targets to stick to, as over on the top side, they managed to find the dual kill on a Miracle again. They got him. The Riki is not able to live through this, and 23 Savage now turns on Apollos and anti-mage mad. Got the Aegis, managed to find the kills, and well, DJ one more time again did it to In Your Dream. Taunted, finally gonna be found, and can they get the finish though? Blink away? Is he actually gonna live here? They're trying. Oh, he wants to get out of there real bad. Another round of blinks. Waveform in a second. He doesn't quite have the mana. His mana's getting burned. They jump in. They find it. In Your Dream, he is dead. Finally, the streak is claimed, and the tip comes out from Moon. Real savage here. My God.
Jabs is just left to defend these tier 4 towers for them, but again, I don't want to keep going on about DJ, but goddamn DJ, you are good. He was just basically taking all of the attention of In Your Dream in that team fight. He still has the Echo Slam if he needed to use it, but it didn't end up getting to that stage for them. It's absolutely insane.
And Ice. I mean, he's got big plans right now, apparently. He wants to go for the tier 4 towers. They're calling it. Let's end this game. Hyping up the buildings, throwing out whatever they can. Leash for the moment, trying to get that Dark Fortress out. Oh no, he used it on himself. Oh, the counter spell. Really well timed there, and that is so much of what they were hoping to get out of the defense. Still 25 seconds till that's available. Taunt as they get the dual snowball save yet again. T1 trying to hold on, but the Echo Slam comes in afterwards. DJ, this man knew what he needed to wait for, and he did it beautifully. Throne exposed. FNATIC are looking like they are going to finish this one off, barring a miracle to jump in, the silence to turn it back around. They turn on to poor old Forev, who is going to get eaten alive. Double kill. And well, eyes on the prize. Ice says, let's finish this freaking game off. They throw out a ton of remnants. They jump in, kill Miracle one more time. GG. FNATIC 2-0.
Again, a much longer game than in the previous series, but roller coaster style continues. It was FNATIC having such a strong early game, throwing it away through some maybe questionable farming patterns from 23 Savage, and maybe some predictable ones that they might need to work on a little bit with that great play from Miracle to be able to catch him out with smoke gank. But T1 showing that they're no one to be scoffed at, you know. They've been competitive in both of these games. There's just been some insane individual play coming out from the likes of DJ, and honestly, yeah, I think it was DJ that completely carried that game for FNATIC. There was no one else that really stood out for me with what they were able to provide. Yeah, 23 Savage had a very good game, 11, 2, and 6, but at the end of the day, he essentially had a free lane.
That is pretty greedy. And they don't even knock at the door, they just come. And heals from T1. Balance strike, hit a malice, locks him up. He killed there on a TZY. I'll grab another. And the glyph also came out, so
Dire's top tower is under
let's see how
attack.
much they're willing to pressure this bottom tier too. They can keep back success here to keep the pressure on.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The earth thanks you.
I said that earlier tonight too. Cock up one and run on maybe one of them. So there's the radiance finished.
Excellent.
So radiance finished.
Our scan.
About a minute off the mark that you said it might come out. But still a pretty good radiance. So nonetheless, and now looking forward, they've got the arrow disruption trying to save this death prophet. And the echo slam doesn't really feel that strong, but they still get the kill to the death prophet regardless. So now that it's down, the Moonlight Shadow heroes, X is on the run. Radovic just comes in on the TZ. No follow up there from Aster.
Poor Russia.
They'll have that happen in 10 seconds. Trouble comes in, so that'll extend this as the Requiem flies through. But he's taking on the dash. He's got the cone of overkill, but the force staff coming up from table. Now let's try to take after that. God, silence on the 3. They look over the Wraith King to get this first kill. Now what else do they have? Punk's man comes in, the shards are out, but it doesn't block XSS. They get a second kill here on and the Wraith King for 45. Gonna move in a rush. Whoa, Death Prophet. You're blocking the stairs, XSS. No man's land, but the arrow coming in on PZY. That Death Prophet in 4. Faces coming, but the balance strike is down on a 2 to get the kill off the tusk. Going for more. Now in trouble, and he does not have the reincarnation, so another 2 kills there for Aster.
Invisibility.
Is sloppy.
Regeneration.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's gonna be a while. Got the rock. And now Requiem with the silence. Now the Echo Slam comes in from Fame. The take out Bobica, but they lose the Shadow Fiend very early on in this fight. You were coming through onto the Tusk balance strike as he slams onto the ground, and they've got themselves a second kill. They may even have another +1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And he's got it! Wow. Set
Dire's
up
middle
perfectly.
tower is under attack.
Perfect play there for Fame. I mean, he's going to lose both his lives, but take Page's way.
My thrift.
Successful.
For the treasury. Time to move.
Good, but that snowball one is certainly some good damage, and it's easy why. I mean, you gotta find a way to feel effective in this too, because him and the Shadow Fiend at times just being ripped out of these fights very quickly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Many.
Snowball comes through now. The dust. He needs to find a way out of here.
I'll come back stronger. I decree you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sounds like a report.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Another big kill. I mean, he was on his way to his BKB. Please. I hope so. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Two different sides of the map. They're smoked up here on Aster. They're gonna cross through mid. They're searching for something. Point where they even scan within their own jungle, but that's not gonna land on anybody. Not certain this smoke is going anywhere quick. BKB here for the Wraith King. Looks like he was building into the Armwood. I believe he swapped that out to the BKB, now going into the AC.
Shadows, take us.
Arbatos coming onto the Shadow King. They land the arrow. With the silence, they get the quick kill. That was a great move. And I don't think it was one the Shadow Fiend was expecting, because they took the outpost and Dark Rift down bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mine.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Use exorcism, they hold on to that. And Roche is still a long ways out.